Welcome everyone, and over to you, Rebecca.
Yes, just a minute. Good evening, everyone. So let's begin with a word of prayer, and I request all of you to keep yourselves on mute as we surrender our session to Almighty and seek His blessings on our initiative. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord Jesus, we thank you for gathering all of us here today. And we pray to you to bless each and every participant who's here, including their families. And may we learn and be inspired and learn to take initiatives and be inspired by the talk today by our speaker. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good evening, distinguished guests and valued BCBA members and the vibrant youth community eager to delve into the world of possibilities. I'm Rebecca Corda, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 24th webinar of the Bassein Christian Business Association. Today holds a special significance as we have the privilege of hosting a remarkable individual, a co founder of BCBA and an industry trailblazer, Mr. Herman D'Souza. Herman's journey is not just a testament to his accomplishments, but an inspiration for those aspiring to leave their mark in the industry. Today, he generously shares his experience and tips with the youth seeking guidance. Another integral part of today's gathering is our esteemed introducer, Dr. Prakash Almeida. His insightful contributions have graced our previous events, both online and offline. To our esteemed BCBA members, our distinguished guests, and the enthusiastic youth seeking knowledge, we extend a warm welcome. Today's webinar isn't just an exchange of ideas, it's an exploration of possibilities and a source of motivation. I would kindly request all participants to keep themselves on mute. And while you're on mute, don't let that dampen your excitement. Feel free to share your thoughts, enthusiasm, and any insights in the chat box. Let's make the virtual space lively and engaging with your comments and reactions. Without further ado, let's shift our focus to the heart of today's session. I hand over to Mr. Prakash Almeida to introduce our speaker for the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. In fact, I was very excited when Bestie told me that Hermanji is going to share his journey with us all, because I'm personally motivated by him, deeply motivated by him. In fact, Herman was a sort of late discovery for me, and I was astounded when I came to know about his huge achievements. And it's indeed a pleasure to introduce such a stalwart. Herman D'Souza stands as a stalwart in the world of entertainment, having passionately graced the stage and screen since 1985. Hailing from Vasai, Mumbai, his journey is a tapestry of achievements in theatre, television, and the Hindi and Marathi film industry. Early on, Harmal showcased his storytelling prowess with the script and direction of Dam Maru Dam, a compelling exploration of drug addiction that earned him awards for uh, best script, direction, and acting in 1987. So Herman started almost decades back. As a college student, Herman was a consistent force in mono acting competitions, consistently winning first prizes at Vidyavardhini's Anna Saheb Vartak College of Arts in Vasai. His talent extended to representing his college in the mono acting competition during the youth festival organized by the University of Mumbai in 1990. The accolades continued with a first prize in the Bharat Petroleum Sports Club's mono acting competition in 1989 and the best award for the Marathi play Nakosa in the Inter Oil Cultural Competition in 1992. He received the Maharashtra State Government Award in 1992 for the same from the late cultural minister, then Dr. Vilas Rao Deshmukh. This is a stupendous achievement. I think we should be, very proud of such a gem of a person. And Hamanji, you really make us greatly proud for this achievement. Herman's versatility as a stage performer shines through in roles like the lead actor in the Marathi play Udhavashta He Avastha and as Dr. Kanchan in the comedy Lagnachi Bedi. His contributions also encompass dance dramas, including the role of Ramu in Kalecha Lalati and participation in telecast dance drama directed by Father Solomon Rodriguez in 1991. Venturing beyond the stage, Herman made a mark in television, featuring in shows such as Crime Cell, CID, and Raat Hone Ko Hai. His foray into Hindi films commenced with Himmat in 1996, followed by notable roles in Jis Desh Mein Ganga Rehti Hai, Jis Desh Mein Ganga Rehta Hai in 2000, and Revati in 2005, showcasing his adaptability across genres. Acknowledged not just for his acting prowess, but also for his direction and script writing. Herman Gimmered awards for one-act plays like Nakosa, Dinu Sanyawala, Foot Patkar, and Dam Maro Dam. Recently, his role in a villain in Marathi movie Ek Albela 2016 earned significant acclaim, featuring alongside accomplished actors like Mangesh Desai and Vidya Balan. The culmination of Herman's artistic journey is marked by the international success of his recent biopic Ek Albela. The film has made waves at film festivals in Melbourne, Edinburgh, Sweden, and notable Indian festivals, including Rajasthan, Bengaluru, and Maharashtra state government awards. At NIFI, the film in which he featured was bestowed with the prestigious Dadasaheb Phalke Janmabhoomi Puraskar for Best Feature Film in 2016 with Bollywood luminary Vidya Balan, adding a special allure by portraying yesteryear actress Gita Bali. Herman D'Souza's multifaceted talents continue to resonate with audiences, earning him both critical acclaim and widespread appreciation. Indeed, we have a gem of a person in Vasai. And Herman J, I salute you for your astounding achievements. I was involved in theater for some time. I wrote a couple of plays and dramas, and my professional play, Magya Varun Patan, was directed by Dilip Kulatkar. Asha Kare was the cast. And I'm really, happy to have discovered you. And such a veteran person amongst us. I'm really happy to be part of this program. Now I hand over to Ruben for taking the program ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prakash sir. Thank you so much for the kind words.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है. Thank you so much, Prakash sir, for making us introduce a lovely person, Herman.
Yeah.
And before I begin, I would like to, recite a share if you allow me, Herman, आपके शान में.
Yes, sir, please.
100 चांद भी चमकेंगे तो क्या बात बनेगी. 100 चांद भी चमकेंगे तो क्या बात बनेगी. आप आए हमारे बुलाने पर अब इस शाम की शान बढ़ेगी.
वाह 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 वाह.
शुक्रिया.
क्या बात है. बहुत.
So I think we must begin now. So Herman, my first question is that what inspired you to become an actor?
Oh, that's. So I don't want to sound vindictive or revengeful, but it was a very small incident in those childhood days, teenage time, where some kind of insult or some humiliation. You know how teenage that age is particularly. We have this church in Chulna parish. We have parishes. We have setups. One church in one village. So in my church in Chulna, we used to every year have these competitions, dance competitions, drama competitions, and all that. I used to participate. I was a good dancer. I used to do break dance. So I was participating in one dance, a Koli dance, and that. But I was always looking at. My friend was directing one of our senior from our village was directing a drama on the stage there. There are a lot of girls sitting there and a lot of friends there. So I go after the dance practice and I just tell him, I want to act in the drama. I'm a good actor.
Okay.
he just throws me out from this. बोला अरे तू डांस कर रहा है ना, you just focus on the dance, you acting बिटिंग तेरे को नहीं जमेगा, ऐसा तेरा काम नहीं है, तू डांस कर, डांस ही करेगा और
Okay.
डांस ही करते रहे, डांस ही करते रहे. All the girls started giggling and I felt so humiliated and embarrassed there, but it didn't go out of my mind. And you know that time there was a serial called Subha.
Right.
Salim Gauss was acting it in it on drugs.
Yes, yes. We
Yeah, I
used to
got
watch that serial. It was a very famous serial. Yeah.
Yes. And he was a very good actor. We lost him in COVID, I think. I fortunately got an opportunity to work with him also in a serial.
Oh wow.
So, he was the Suva serial was so famous and it was on drugs. So I thought of my idea and I wrote a story on it. And I went to one of my friend in Chulna, Gary Feroz. So I told him I've got this story of the boys taking drugs in a college hostel and then one of them dies eventually. So can we make it into a drama format? So he wrote a nice drama, one act play out of it.
I
And
see.
I gathered all my friends, and the next coming year we participated in the competition for a one act play.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
And that drama's name was Dum or Dum, written by Herman D'Souza and Gary Feroz. Acted best acting, the actor was me, main role, other friends. We took 4 prizes continuously on the stage that year. Best drama, best direction, best actor, and best whatever, I don't know, remember. But then that was the start. And that from Chulna, it started there. And I was, after that, it moved, from Chulna, Paris to Vasai level. Then we had one group called Yuvadarshan.
Yes, yes.
In Giri's Jivan Darshan Kendra. From there, we started doing dramas, then into state level competition, then television, then serials, and then movies, and then it was moving on in that way.
All
So
right.
that's how it happened.
Lovely, lovely. So, Herman, do you remember that, like, if you remember that when you got your very first role, the significant role that you still remember, and you still want to continue the play the same character?
Ruben, actually, as I said, I didn't get any role. I wrote my own role.
Okay.
So this was my first role, and I wrote my role. And eventually, when I was selected for Khalati Chal Lalati by Father Michael Gonsalves to do the main role in those times, I always did main roles in dramas after that. So theatre was my Marathi theatre. I'll tell you one incident. When I was shooting for a serial called Jai Hanuman in Gujarat, there was this actor from NSD, and when he just introduced, hi, मैं NSD से हूँ, and he was sharing a room with me. So I told him I am from MSD. So he said, yeah, I have not heard about it. What is MSD? I said, what is NSD? The National School of Drama. But I am from Maharashtra School of Drama. So he said,
All right.
so that was Marathi theatre. I wanted to see. We are also from theatre. So if you are thinking you are from NSD, I am from MSD, and it started. So this is the theatre which I did in, as you said, significant roles. All the roles which I have done in dramas were very dear and near to me, and all those roles I've enjoyed doing it.
Okay. Now, what about television? Like, because every actor who belongs to theater, they have ultimate dream that I must get something into television or silver screen. So, do you remember that role that where you got, the first role on television or for silver screen?
This Dhammarudam, which drama I wrote, there was a competition on Yuvadarshan in that time. There was a DD पे एक channel एक show था Yuvadarshan का. So that Yuvadarshan there was a competition. I was selected for that drug addict role.
Okay.
So I was introduced. 800 rupees they paid me that time for doing that role on DD.
Okay.
One of my friend, daddy's friend, had called him and told my dad that tell your son to stop taking those drugs or he will die. So my dad told him he's an actor, he's acting, he doesn't even smoke. So that started with Doordarshan television. Then TV serials, see, Ruben, what is it? As a struggler, you can't dictate terms with them that you want to play the role what you want to play.
Yes.
You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You don't have the daring guts to refuse also.
Very true.
So television, most of the television and the filmy work which I've done is not exactly that the kind of roles I would have loved to play. Because वहां पे जाके तुम see there is a PR, there's a rapport kind of thing with the director who sits with you, discusses role. You can make changes in the scripts. You can make the changes in the scenes when you know them, but they don't know you. They take you as an actor. ये कोई एक आया है, चलो एक scene करके निकल जाओ. तुम if you tell them something, they will throw you out from there and बोलेगा दूसरे को बुला. So we don't have that kind of. Once you are established, once you are known, once your movies are hit, then you can change the script also. You can change the movie also. You can change the role also. Whatever you want to, they listen to you, because when you speak that time, they listen to you.
All right.
As a struggling actor, we had a very tough time.
Yes.
We had a very tough time those days.
So, would you like to share with us, the time when you were trying to establish yourself as an actor? So, do you remember that what all challenges you had to face? As you told that whatever role you got, you had to accept it. Okay. But do you remember that except all this, do you remember any challenges that you were facing?
Many. See, every actor has gone through a different. Will tell you a different story of struggling. Every actor has a different story of struggling. See, I had a. With me, what happened? I was working for Bharat Petroleum. I came from a lower middle class family. I had no one to financially support me. So I was working for Bharat Petroleum, which was in the refinery, was in Mahul. I was to stay in Vasai. I used to travel 2 hours to their corporate refinery. And this film industry, it was all situated in Andheri, Bandra area. So I used to leave house while coming from refinery or from work. I used to stay back in Andheri, struggling, sending. Those times we didn't have this email or Instagram or YouTube channels to send our audition videos. We had to carry the physical photographs to all the known producers and directors' offices. We used to give it, submit, write our name behind, write our phone number behind. One thing I'll tell you, we didn't have phones in Vasai. Direct phones to Bombay in Vasai. I'm talking about early 90s. I used to travel to Bandra with some coins.
When you used to have this dabba box, right? Dabba phone.
Exactly correct. So I used to travel from Vasai to Bhinder with some coins, just to call some directors there. From the Bhinder station, I used to call, and then I get back to Vasai. One interesting story about struggling you have mentioned, I'll tell you. These children, young days, now they will not believe this also. I didn't have any filmy background. My father or nobody was in the film industry, and so I had one cousin who was in Mumbai, married to a doctor. She knew someone called Mr. Sunil Sharma. Ultimately, he was my mentor, the cameraman and director. So I used to go to his place in Andheri and try all my best PR to make him happy for 4 to 5 years. Ultimately, one film was made by him, Himmat, and I got a role. But I'll tell you one story instead. I went to I called him. He said, I'm in Film City. So I left my house telling I'm going for work. But I don't go to work. I bunk work and I go to Film City. I go to Film City and I said, I see him on the camera. I wish him. Then he says, yeah, how many? Okay, wait. I'll see you after some time. On the set, very new on the set and very conscious about myself, looking around at that time, I was observing. Then suddenly I felt, late at night also, I felt hungry. So I said, I'll just check it out if I have some canteen here around. So I went out. I saw the canteen. I got an omelette. I had tea. By the time I returned to meet him again, these guys had packed up and went. Nobody was there on the set. So I started inquiring where this person has gone, and he left me. He forgot about me. I was alone in the Film City. It was late at night, so raining. 2:30, almost 1 o'clock, 2:30 at night. I thought he had a car, so he would drop me to Andheri station so I can come home. I go to the gate in Film City, and I see some people playing cards there near the hut, and they said the last bus is gone. And the bus is not coming here. I started walking from Film City towards Goregaon. At that time, those days, it was a jungle there. There were all stories about leopards and all. So many people told me not to go, but I was crying. I didn't have money in my pocket. I had only 20-25 rupees in my pocket. Almost when I reached Goregaon station, I saw a bus coming from opposite direction. I was standing in the center of the road, shit scared, and I stopped the bus and I said, I'm afraid I'm walking alone. बोलते कहाँ से आए तुम किधर जा रहे हो? बोला I want to go to Goregaon station. बोलते ये तो बस जा रही है गोरेगांव फिल्म सिटी. हमको आने में और आधा घंटा. बोला आधा घंटा क्या 2 घंटा लगो मैं बस में आ रहा हूँ बस. I sat next to the conductor. We went into the film city, back again. After half an hour, it left from there and we reached Goregaon station. I was sleeping on the Goregaon station because I had lost my last train with beggars and stray dogs around. And then 5:30 in the morning, that time the first train is to come. So then I came home back, telling people that I have done overtime at my job, doing second shift and night shift, whereas I bunked the job. So this was the kind of struggling we have done those days.
थैंक यू सो मच. ये तो समझ में आ रहा है कि कि हरमन केवल एक अभिनेता नहीं है, एक जोश से भरे इंसान भी है. ओके, चाहे खतरा है, अंधेरा है, बस आए या ना आए. ओके, इट मींस यू आर द पर्सन हु विल कीप गोइंग ऑन, राइट?
Yes.
So Herman, I also would like to know that how satisfied are you, like with your journey, the acting journey so far?
See, Ruben, actually satisfied or as you said, if you have, you say, no, if you arrive after doing almost 30 odd TV serial in episodic work, 20 to 25 dramas and 5 to 6 movies released on my credit and so many awards. I wouldn't say I've arrived or I have achieved something. See, I'm still struggling and I will keep struggling till the end of it. There is, with me, exactly what happened is I was working and acting. So in the industry, if you are out of sight, you're out of mind. But you have to balance. You won't believe, money never came from the film industry in the true sense. It was my job in Bharat Petroleum which always paid me. So there was always this struggling going on. And still I could manage so much of work in the industry. So in a way, I was very satisfied doing that.
I got the point. Because वही तो है ना शर्मा की जब एक्टर जब संतुष्ट हो जाता है तो समझो एक्टर मर गया. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
contentment should never be there. You should
correct,
be all,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of role, if you ask me, that kind of role, that kind of work has yet to come, where I could prove myself. The kind of work we used to do in theater, that kind of role has to still. It is there. It is coming soon.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me, like according to you, what all qualities an actor must have? That's a very important question. Yeah.
Consistently persistent. You see, there is a saying, persistence will take you there, consistency will keep you there. That is the only remedy. You should be honest with what you do. And PR is the most important thing which I have learned. I have never got work, Ruben, with auditions or giving photographs. No. One Nasuddin Shah ji, when I was acting with him in Himmat, I was there with him for almost 30-35 days. I told him, sir, I am working for Bharat Petroleum. I want to leave my job and I'm struggling. I'm dying to become an actor. I want to. So that time that fire was so much in me. So he said, beta, don't leave the job unless and until you are established here. Then he gave me a Kan mantra. He said, see, even if you are a very good actor, if you are a very good actor, very good performer, but if you are bad PR, if you are a bad person, if you have bad relations with people in the industry, you will never make it. But if you are a nice person, if you have good relations with everyone, if you are honest with your work, and even if you are a bad actor, there are many chances of you making it in this industry. So this is what it takes, relationship, the PR, what we do in BCBA also, networking, maintaining, creating relations, developing relations. You get business only when you develop relations with people. So that is the in the industry also. And then you have to see, now you have so much of the social media open with Instagram videos and these YouTube videos. You can sit at home, make a video and send it to there is a directory available, a film industry directory is there. So many addresses. Google is also full of all the details. Those times we didn't have all these details. We had to search. We had to roam around on the offices and find it, who's producing what and who is directing what and what is new. Because the moment the film is launched, then you don't have anything to do. We have to know if the serial or a movie is launched before in advance, because when the casting stage, after it is launched and it comes in the paper, it's too late because the casting is already done. So it's a very tricky situation. You come to know, and if you read a paper and you know, "Arey, this film is coming and it's going to be there shooting the film," but then you can't reach their office. Once you reach their office, you find out that only small, very small, one day, one dialogue or one entry roles are left.
Yeah, yeah.
You should be having the information very prior to this. For that, you need a good PR, good contacts.
Yeah. Even I believe, because I have been observing you since 2019, I guess. So I've been noticing that you are the person, who will keep catering people. You never say no. So whatever you can do, you always, come in front and you love to help others. So BCBA really thankful to you to know that we have the person, who's the founder member, no ego, okay, and no drama. Yes, if I can, I will do it. So the last question is, I would like to know that because maybe the people that we have on the screen, they love to know that suppose if somebody wants to make his or her career in this industry, television industry or film industry, so what advice would you like to share with those with them, especially the young ones?
Thus, if he has talent, he should not bother about how I look or how my voice is. So I don't believe there is any voice modulation courses or any particular look or particular style of acting. Once your role in a particular project, let it be a drama or a serial or a movie, is super hit, is accepted, you become a style. There is no rule of how you should wear clothes, how your body should be, how your voice should be. No. Fortunately, people say I have a good voice, but that didn't matter. So, huh? What matters is keep doing continuously something in this field. If you don't get a break, write a drama. Do something near and around you. Do some local dramas, local theater. Keep doing. And now, at least you have this Instagram. You can shoot your own videos. You can show what you can do. Somewhere, someone is looking for your character, and one day they will find you. And if you have this consistency, and see, nowadays, as I told you, there is a directory available. There are casting directors. A lot of casting director offices are open. Once you go there, by default, they'll take an audition from you. They give you an audio script. You give the audition. They put it on record. And they keep it in the data. Whenever they do some project, there are people who sit for hours just looking at your auditions. Someday they will find that one role will be suitable. They'll give you a call. So you never know when it will click. It is a different story. If you if I know that Ruben is a big director and I know Ruben is a very close friend of mine, I can go and sit at Ruben's place and start doing PR with him, start telling him and convincing him that this movie which you are doing, I can fit in a particular kind of role and you have to give it to me. So that is a different story if you have someone in the industry. Or else struggling like we struggled is compulsory.
Yes, yes. Okay, now suppose Herman, suppose if we remake Sholay, okay, and you have to pick one role. So which role would you like to play if we remake Sholay, and which role and why?
Gabbar Singh.
Oh, but why?
Huh.
Because you're not Gabbar Singh in real life.
Exactly, that is why. Most of the villains now just because you have mentioned that I'm not a Gabbar Singh in the real life. You most of the villains were very, very nice gentlemen. Very, Mr. Pran Saab, you must have heard, Prem Chopra. They were so adorable. They were so nice gentlemen. And I don't mean that otherwise that all the heroes are not nice people or not positive. I don't mean that. But playing a negative character uh, is challenging. Is challenging, is more tougher than the hero. That's what I feel. So I choose Gabbar Singh, and not necessarily that I will be projected as Gabbar Singh in real life. So many people in the industry know that all the negative character players are very nice human beings.
So I would like to request BCBA, please, sponsor or fund so we can remake Sholay 2 and we can see our darling friend, brother Herman as Gabbar. Because I believe now we have that much fun, right? We all come together and sponsor a movie. We all can
Oh yeah, yeah.
play some
More than that, monthly testimonies of business transactions are there. So we can make two, three movies
Yes.
every month.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Hamad. Because of time restriction, we'll have to now finish our talk here. But I'm really grateful to you that you have given your precious time to us and you have shared wonderful, journey with us generously. So जैसे मैंने शेयर के साथ शुरू किया था, मैं शेयर के साथ ही खत्म करूंगा. उसके बाद ऑडियंस को समय है, अगर उनके पास के मन में सवाल आ रहा है, हमन हमारे साथ और है कुछ समय के लिए. अगर आप कुछ जानना चाहते हैं तो आप एक एक सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, ज्यादा समय हमारे पास नहीं है. बट एनीवन जिसको सच में एक जेन्युइन सवाल है, यू कैन आस्क. सो मैं इस तरीके से खत्म करना चाहूंगा कि हरमन आप खुश रहे, स्वस्थ रहे, आबाद रहे. हरमन आप खुश रहे, स्वस्थ रहे, आबाद रहे, फिर चाहे मुंबई रहे, दिल्ली रहे या हैदराबाद रहे. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank
अपना
you.
बेशकीमती
Thank you
समय
so
देने
much.
के लिए शुक्रिया प्रकाश जी. अपने बहुत ही खूबसूरती भाषा के साथ आपने उनको परिचित किया. थैंक यू सो मच बेस्टी एंड थैंक यू सो मच रिबेका. ओवर टू यू बेस्टी.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful interview. Let's all give a huge round of applause for Herman, the actor. Congratulations, Herman, for such a awesome journey. And yes, Christine was sharing on the chat box. Very few share struggles, and I really appreciate it. Yes, we have your fans also in the chat box. Mr. Harish says, Mr. Herman, the actor and one of great influencers, we are proud of you. You have achieved in such a way reward for your struggle and sacrifices. God bless you for your bright future and in your field. So lots of blessings pouring in. Everyone wants to see you on the silver screen more and more. And definitely once you see your favorite actors on the screen, you would not want them to go off, isn't it? So thank you, Herman, for taking time out. I know you had some shooting scheduled, but you still stuck to the date and you gave us your precious time. We are also very proud to have you as a BCBA co-founder and very actively participating in all the meetings. I still remember the days when you used to get up and say that I haven't missed a single meeting. Do you remember that?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Bestie. Thank you so much for your
All
kind
the
words.
best to you. And yes, so do we have any questions, any further questions for Herman?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
bestie,
Yes, Diego.
I don't have a question, but I have a testimony.
Sure, please go on.
Yeah, I'm Daigo. I'm also from Chulne, and I have seen Herman since I was a kid. And today I am in business, and Herman is the one of the reason. He was our inspiration and my motivation, because not only his struggles in acting career, but we have also seen his struggles in so many businesses he has done. And he has passed through that phase, and today here he is what he is today. uh, I want to share whatever struggles he has said. Absolutely, I am the witness of it. He used to share so many things with us. I want to share one experience. When he used to work for HPCL, he his, so many absence were there. So one day his boss came and said, this was very initial days of his struggle. हरमन, अरे तू ऑफिस आता नहीं है इधर काम पे, और स्क्रीन पे भी नहीं दिखता, इधर नहीं आता तो उधर तो दिख. Herman, I am sure your boss must be satisfied when you started getting the work and saw you on the screen. So then he got the work, and then he used to take us to his success parties for his movies and series. We used to go there, and we used to sit with all the actors around us, celebrity around us, and he used to introduce us to them. So that was a big feeling. We used to feel proud. Somebody with us is there and introducing us. We are meeting them. So that was really a proud feeling.
It's very
And
nice, Diego. Your words are
yeah.
so heartfelt.
Thank you, Daigo. Daigo is my darling, my childhood, very close friend.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you, Daigo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hermanji, can I ask you a question? Hermanji? Yes.
Please, sir. Prakash,
Yeah.
sir.
Hermanji, who was your role model throughout? And whom you appreciate as a good actor now? Who is your favorite actor?
Many. If you say Hindi, from Paresh Rawal to Nasuddin Shah to Nana Patekar. I watched Nana Patekar's one movie Ankush 10 to 15 times those days. I met him. So all these Sadashiv Amrapurkar, that those days, Nana Patekar, Paresh Rawal, Nasuddin Shahji, all these were my favorite actors. And Al Pacino from Godfather, you must have heard, Hollywood stars. I used to watch all his movies. And mostly those, I don't know if you remember when Prakash, you must be remembering, we used to call it them art movies. That now that term is not used in the movies, because most of the movies on the OTT channels have become art movies now. So with less songs or kind of serious movies were called art movies. So all those actors from art movies I was very fond of them. Those were my favorite. To name one particular actor, it will be difficult. But Nana Patekar, I used to follow those days very, very closely.
Thank you.
It's very nice. Any more questions?
Hari wants to ask something. Hari mentioned chat box.
Yes, he wants to ask, what's your forthcoming movies and serials, and when can we see you on the silver screen?
Soon. We are on the planning stage. After COVID, actually, I did a very little work, like some serials called Swaraj, and I also met my very old mentor, Nasuddin Shahji, in Gujarat. He's become very senior now. He was not well that time, but I was happy to see him. So after this episodic work, we are planning a movie and also a web series. So we had recently had a meeting with the director. So something I am not now at this stage, I don't want to do those small episodic roles again and again. So at this stage, first time in my life, I had the guts to refuse almost 5 to 6 offers recently, because the roles are very small and I wanted to do something significant now. Something. So we are planning that. So something, Hari, definitely we'll give you some good news. Hari is again my childhood friend from Chulna.
So, Herman, I have a question. When are you writing your book?
Oh, Sabi, you have to help me in that, because
Sure.
you are my guru in that. Thank you so much.
No,
Definitely, we'll discuss this. I have actually, our member Maria, I discussed that with her. Something is in the mind. I wanted to write out something in a different format. So I discussed with her. We are planning something soon. You have to help me in that, Sabi.
Sure. And when you are telling about Film City and all, I have been 20 years out there on that same road you used to pass through.
Oh.
And in last 20 years, I did not see a single leopard out there. Yes. But I get to see all the actors and all, because they have to pass our road only. That's
Correct.
it. So, and the thing you spoke about, being consistent, being persistent, and the best is yet to come, from your end. So we are really, looking forward for it, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think that's a lot of good wishes. Linus, we owe you big time. Linus Dilemma says, Herman, you come as a warm-hearted person, very genuine. I remember you walking across the room and welcoming me at the entrance. So also Linus was the one to suggest that yes, we must have Herman's interview. And
Linus sir, best, sorry to interrupt you. Linus sir is our inspiration. Linus sir, I respect him so much. He has been such a great supporter of BCBA and all of us in every kind. He is a person who I really admire because he will not lose a single opportunity to help anyone. Thank you, Linus sir. Thank you so much. Love you.
God bless you.
And I'm very happy to say, to tell all the BCBA members that actually every entrepreneur is a hero and has a beautiful journey to share, because in today's age and time, it's not very easy to become an entrepreneur. So Herman very graciously has set the bar and also set it going for all of us. Who is next to share their journey? You can contact me and we will get it going. We'll have more of, I think we should have all our members share their journey and we will record it and we will be posting it on our BCBA channel, because we want the world to know that being an entrepreneur is serious business in itself, isn't it? So with that, thank you, Herman. I move on to introduce the BCBA to all who are watching us. Yes, we have mostly members here. Just to give you an insight about who are we. Bassein Christian Business Association began in 2016 under the Bassein Christian Foundation. We have monthly meetings every second Friday, and we have webinars every month. We, as the saying goes, your network is your net worth. So what are we and who are we? Bassein Christian Business Association is initiated as a movement of entrepreneurs and professionals committed to inculcate creative cooperation among them and to generally uplift. We want to promote each other. We highlight, we have monthly presentations, we have training programs. As we are here today, informative webinars. Today's was an exclusive interview, but we have had 23 insightful talks and presentations given by industry experts. We also had Prakash sir taking a couple of them. We have business showcases where we conduct industry events and conferences. We collaborated with like-minded networking groups like Dimensions Mumbai so that our members can, generate more business and more referrals beyond Vasai-Virar. We have had 23 webinars so far. This is the 24th. Here are some of the topics. We have had professionals from all around the world, we must say, right from Vasai, we went all the way to Estonia, and we have had some really experts, industry experts who share invaluable strategies, proven tactics, and the latest trends to propel your business forward. This is very important, and it makes our journey very interesting when we are up to the mark and we are up to date with what's happening out there. Maybe not just our field, but also in other business fields. We welcome all the Christians in Vasai-Virar to become part of our Bassein Christian Business Association. We have the webinar benefits are the speaker, who are esteemed speakers themselves, get to highlight themselves. We generate valuable business contacts, build a healthy business community, because when we share, we know what the other person's journey has been. And this increases our bond with each other. We have beautiful learning experiences, not just from locally, but also without geographical boundaries. That is the benefit of our monthly webinars. The speakers get visibility and exposure. We promote their brands. We give them networking opportunities even in our offline meetings. And this also helps in lead generation. If you like any of our speakers, please get in touch with us and we will give their contact details. These are some of the testimonies of our members who have benefited from the BCBA. These are our contact details. If any of you want to get in touch with us, those who are viewing us on our social media pages, we welcome you to get in touch with us. We are located in Vasai West. And that's all about BCBA. Thank you.
Thank you, Besti ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Christine, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I wanted to really appreciate the fact that this interview process is really an uplifting process. Knowing people, with the facial expression, you get the gabbar look of Herman, but knowing that, he also has gone through this struggle makes you feel that, you're not the only Cinderella. There are others in the league, and really that real incident of, Goregaon and feeling of the leopard, it could actually, when he shared it, it became a visual imagery, which is very, I'm very grateful to hear at this time, at the end of the day, that there are people struggling. Sometimes we always hear success stories. Struggles are important. And really, I want to thank him for sharing that, because not everybody would share how they cried, how they struggled. And that's really a good thing. So thank you for having sessions which are very true to, people, and very true incidents that really take you to get you closer to your goal. Thank you.
Before we wind up, I would like all of you, if you can come on screen, we can have one nice screenshot. We can put it up on our social media. Everyone, if you can just turn on your video just for a minute. Yes, we have Hari and Colin as well. Yes. So, smile everyone.
I would have done it, but I'm having a little bit of a bandwidth problem. So that's why I can't put on my video.
Just for
So put on my,
a few seconds will do. Yeah.
let me see what I can do.
Yes. So smile. Yes, there it is.
Thank you, Besti ji and Ruben ji, for your initiative, effort, and excellence. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone.
God
Have
bless
a
you.
nice day and have a great weekend. Keep in touch.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good night.